It's your boy Bobby Frost, and I see how much y'all like the part one, so here go part two. Quick call to action. Triparency appreciate all the love y'all been showing. And with that said, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's make this Flint's #1 podcast and then the world. So let's go ahead and dive into part two.
I feel like I know what somebody mean now when they be like, I'm just an entertainer. Because I can't even tell a motherfucker what I do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm an entertainer. Shit. An actor, a host.
And it's funny because people be like, what do you do? And I be like, I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I don't know, because I'm a jack of all trades. It ain't nothing. I can't really just put no title on what I do.
It is you do.
That's the difference between a drug dealer and I used to tell motherfuckers a drug dealer and a hustler. Hustler and drug dealer is two different things.
Yeah.
They run parallel, but they two. The hustler mean I can go get it in
anywhere,
different ways.
Well, I can sell.
If they feeling it, I can sell it, P.
Listen.
That's that hustler.
That's that.
And it's crazy. I'm glad you brought it like that because even when in my drug dealer days, I always call myself a hustler.
Yeah,
because before I got into and this is why, before I even got into introducing to selling drugs, I always found a way to make money, whether it was being delivering newspapers, old newsboy paper delivery. Old paper boy, selling my old games that I'm not playing no more. Like, I found some way to get some paper somehow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's why I never define myself as no hustler. Like, I am to a certain extent. I can work a job, I can sell shit a little bit, but I'm not a hustler. Like, a hustler is the motherfucker, like...
Break it down to me, see.
I'm a hustler for sure.
That, if you tell me no, that's just it. I'm not finna persuade you to buy it. I'm not finna...
But you gonna go get it yourself?
Yeah.
You're a hustler.
But I'm saying, like, you know how some people will, like, sell you they shit?
No, you know...
No, you saying you're not... You're just saying you're not a salesman. That don't mean you ain't no hustler.
Yeah, that don't mean you're not a hustler. No.
A hustler mean you lost your job and your bills due and you gonna be like, okay, fuck that, I'm finna go get it some other way. And you make it happen.
You gonna make it happen.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a salesman.
No, you a hustler for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm a salesman.
A hustler, like he said, a hustler is like
a
person who's gonna make it happen.
We got it.
And don't get me wrong, the drug dealer make it happen. That's why he said they run parallel, but that's all they know.
Yeah.
If
you put something else, item in there.
Yeah. If Migos ain't dropped that shipment off, if that drop didn't come, he just done.
Yeah.
He don't know no other genre.
It's a drug dealer.
Yeah, you gotta.
A hustler.
Yeah.
A hustler is a motherfucker who go get it. Legit. Illegal.
I don't give a fuck.
Sucking, fucking, whatever is going to make
fruit, peanuts, watermelon, whatever.
Yeah, I got it. You name it.
The hustler, that's why it's hustler's ambitions. You have to have
that. Hustler is a mentality
to go get it. If whatever it is, I'm gonna figure it out and make it happen.
I feel like a drug dealer is a title, and a hustler is a mentality. You gotta like a hustler ain't gonna like they not I ain't finna sit at home and just be like, damn, my light's finna get cut off.
You better coin that, girl.
I know that motherfucking date say it's getting cut off on the 15th, so that mean I gotta have this motherfucking money by the 13th. Yeah. If I got 2 days to do it, I'm finna go make it happen. I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. I'm coming with that bag.
Hustler.
I just got it in me though. It's definitely something that you gotta have in you.
A hustler.
For sure.
Yeah, you know what?
Coin what you said with the hustler's mentality.
No, for real.
And a hustler mentality, they know how to put their pride to the side.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's one thing I never really like. Pride never really took over on me. Like, you know, some people who just be like, they'll lay down and fucking die, but they put their pride to the side. I'm not really a prideful person.
Me neither. I'm fucked up, bitch, broke. But the consumers finna get cut off. Everything.
I don't portray to be something I'm not. I just don't have it in me. It seems like it takes too much energy to fake it. Like, I be bitch.
And that shit make you tired. I'm telling you, like,
I'm keeping up an image. I'm
that's why,
out of options at this point. Like, I don't even know what lie to tell you at this point.
Now it makes sense when you be looking at people and you be like, why that motherfucker look so old or depressed all the time?
Because they stress out.
It's this certain, that takes energy to do that.
I can't do it.
No.
Nah, that's the real. I shout out, and I will say this, and niggas can get me out of one time. I said, females hustlers to me is different, and to my they are a different breed of hustling than males because the females, like, some females get down to the point where I ain't got no other move.
Sell pussy.
Yeah, it's pussy. This juice box don't make it work.
I think that's the easiest thing.
I ain't gonna say it's easy to sell, but for the person doing it, this might really fuck with
I'm
you
saying that's
mentally,
gonna make money regardless.
Oh, it's all professional.
It's definitely the oldest professional. No,
if
but
you got somebody that's willing to trick with you, that's gonna make money.
That's gonna make money.
That's the oldest professional.
Whether you feel like doing it or not.
That was the first hustler for woman. For real. That was their first. That was
the first hustle. Period.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
that's the oldest profession.
That's the oldest
They
profession.
say you got some money. You sitting on the pocketbook right there.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna bullshit you. My mama told me when I was about 15, and at that time, like I told y'all before, I probably was just like, yeah, okay, I heard you. But when I became a mom, because I ain't gonna even say I always knew I was a hustler. It took me to have a baby though. You know what I'm saying? Because before I had a baby,
it takes situations for you to be in, for you to know that hustler mentality that you got. Yes.
My mama told me, as long as you got a pussy, you better not never be broke. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, I wasn't number 15. I heard you. Yep, noted. I didn't give a fuck. When I had a baby and my mama was like, bitch, I can catch you and catch you and catch you, but I can't catch you this time because you ain't gonna never figure it out. Man, I sat in that house probably 24 hours before I was like, if you got let me call this nigga and see if he got some money, because nigga, I'm never finna sit at home broke as long as I got this motherfucker. And it ain't ever going for free. Any bitch that say it ain't got no price is fake as fuck, and she lying. Because if that motherfucking baby coming there with them tears in his eyes and saying, I'm hungry, where the fuck is the groceries, and that's all you got to give, you better go get that motherfucker.
And guess what, though? And guess what? What's so crazy is, like, it's just the power of the PUSSY, because you don't necessarily have to fuck.
Exactly.
That day or right there. The drink. Hey, listen, bro. Yeah, come on.
Pull up on me.
Have him thinking it's gonna be a happen shit like that.
What they say, like, play with his mind.
You can mind fuck a motherfucker.
I'm gonna bring it back to the topic. What makes the club jump? Might be bitches make ladies, bitches, hoes. Whatever you.
That's what makes
it. No, I'm saying it's different ones. You got ladies, you got women, you got hoes, you got bitches. Different, but the female is what make the club jump.
Listen,
if I go in the club and it's mad niggas, I leave out.
It's time to go.
Listen, y'all heard what the fuck Jay-Z said, man.
And we say the same thing. If it's a whole bunch of girls, now we feel the same fucking way. Like it's just vice versa.
Because you don't hear
a whole bunch of girls. It's like, damn, what the niggas at?
When club promoters, you don't hear them say this shit, and it makes sense. If it's five or more. If it's 5 or more niggas, you get a bottle.
Yeah.
No, you don't hear that.
You don't hear that. Right.
Because they feel like if they bring all the ladies out, the niggas gonna swarm.
Listen, let me tell you something. We said this on the show before. Niggas get dressed for bitches. Bitches get dressed for bitches. We all that matter. Like Jay-Z said it best. It's the power of the PUSSY. That's why every motherfucker in the world dress fly.
That's it.
I love it.
I don't know why it's not more. I always thought about that. Like it. Just when I thought about, because like some people don't know, Dink, that's my cousin. Okay. He been promoting forever.
Yep.
He even came and told me like holler at him and do stuff like that. I just wasn't my thing, you know what I'm saying? But like, I always wondered like, why is not more female promoters? To me, it'd be easier for you to do, but I don't know the ins and outs of the game.
For me,
outside looking into like
not perverted. Motherfuckers probably think they can run over on females. Maybe
it ain't even about it getting perverted. It's the same thing as everything else in life. Motherfuckers think they can run over you because you a female. But that's why I didn't always. I mean, I feel like when I first started promoting, I put my foot down anyway, nigga, because I'm gonna use me being the female to my advantage. Yeah, I'm a female and I'm bringing 20 bad bitches with me. So if you think you finna give me 150 to host, you got me fucked up.
Right. Yeah. But I always, when I told you from the beginning, what I tell you, stand on business, man.
Yeah, you do, and you know what I'm saying.
Like,
you gotta set the ground.
You gotta set the ground. Like,
for one, I never been in that position, but it still works on all aspects of life.
Yeah.
As a woman, you can't come in trying to make a deal on that giggly flirting and all that type of shit. Stand on business first. Once that is settled, then we can kiki and ha that type of shit. Because when you come in on that LOL shit and all that different type of shit, they feel like they can play you any kind of way.
I learned a lot from Tone with that shit.
When
like
you stand
seriously.
on business first when they come into you, not no hi beautiful, no this Misty what's or this Courtney what's up, what you want, or talk business first. And then once that is settled,
at the end of the day,
we can.
At the end of the day, I ain't no even after business, my boy. After you cut that check and after this business transaction is over, then you can shoot your shot and I might pick up on it. But during this business transaction, we chilling.
No, and I'm fucking that day. I see the need.
For real. Jelly, I ain't mad at you. I'm fucking listen. When that light came on, it ain't never went out.
So we're gonna get ready to wrap it up. So I got the other question I want to ask. So as being hosts and promoters, this is a question I got. How does that work? I'm gonna ask you first, Dom, and then I'm gonna ask Miss. How does that work when it comes to relationships? How do you maintain a relationship and still get out there and do what you got to do to make your shit jump?
When you bring a chair in,
like you said, you have brands and you have fans. You know,
it's called balance.
Because it's
called balance.
I feel like
hold on. Listen. It's called balance. That you still ain't gonna be able to figure out why you in the midst of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you either gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. You either gonna promote or host or you're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And when I say balance, it's like you still gotta. I don't know. I don't really got no answer because it's balanced, bro. Like, this shit is hard.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Listen, let me tell you. Your partner got to be secure. This is what you got to know. When I'm booked the host, they did not book me to come in here with no sweatpants and no hoodie on, okay? They booked me because they knew I was coming ass off. I'm coming with bad bitches. I'm turning the fuck up. This is what I'm doing. I got to flirt with niggas. Niggas gonna flirt with me. I'm talking shit on this mic. When he walk in, I'm saying, oh, God, Big Dick Johnny just walked in. My nigga can't get mad. You feel me? You just got to know that I'm not fucking with these niggas, and you got to know that you got, like I told you, you got to be able to separate just Misty and Misty. This is my job. I'm paid to do this. You feel me? It's just like a bitch being a stripper. Nigga, come on now. Yeah, I shake my ass. I get paid for this shit. But when I come home, it is what it is. It's a separation. And that's another part that's really hard because like he said, sometimes you don't know when you're doing too much until she texts you and be like, nigga, why the fuck you on somebody's snap doing da-da-da-da-da? He probably thought that wasn't that much. You know what I'm saying? It's communication.
I would assume that's a tough thing to go through.
It is, but you got some people who think they can handle it and be like, oh, I don't feed off into that. I know that's what you do or whatever. And then they get with you and now it's a fucking problem. It's like,
exactly.
I can't make you have confidence in our relationship. I'm showing you that I only fuck with you and all this. I'm doing my part.
Right.
But now when I go to work and host and do all this other shit, now I'm fucking this nigga because I was in this booth taking a shot with him or whatever. This is what the fuck.
Or we took a snap together or something.
Yeah. Oh, he was holding you too close. He wasn't touching my ass though. Like, I mean, I'm not understanding. It's like your partner got to.
I done fucked with a motherfucker that said he ain't gonna come to the party. He was like, I just rather not even be there. You do you, but I ain't gonna come.
But what's the level of I done what all I can do? Like, I'm not finna keep trying to.
When you start fucking with my pape, that shit dead. It's dead. I don't give a fuck. I'm not that female that be like, oh, well, if you're going to replace it and take care of me, then it's good.
Right.
No, because I got to have my own bag regardless. Like so you're not fucking up my bag.
Shit,
like, you met me doing it. I'm rolling this shit out till I get tired of it.
What turned you on when you knew this is what you see me in the club operating like? What?
Right. This probably, you jumped underneath a flyer. This is how we...
So it's called, like I said, it's like balance. You just got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
But that's also a married man. Yeah. I'm not married.
Yeah,
you can kick. Get the fuck out.
That's why I asked, man, because I just, on the outside looking in, that seemed like that's going to be tough. Because if you out there promoting, you out there hosting, you got to be cordial. But then you got to go more than you got to get shit jumping. So like you might have, like he said, he got a brand, you got a brand, you got fan bases. Some of them fans might want to be more than fans. So like you don't want to be in that motherfucker just because they talking to you, just move. Right. You gotta.
No, yeah, I'm definitely.
But I'm definitely engaged. It's boundaries.
No, I'm saying it's boundaries. Yeah. But even what Missy just said, or you just said, the boundaries. Even with the boundary, somebody might look and be like, "Well, like he was too happy with the."
But it's like I can't control what somebody do. You can only control how I reacted to it.
Right.
Now, if I didn't just like say like somebody do, because you got some niggas who think they can walk up on you and smack your ass or whatever the fuck like that.
Right.
Now, if I'm still shaking my ass in his face after he's smacking my ass, that's disrespectful. I can't control him smacking my ass, but I can definitely be like, chill the fuck, like this ain't that.
Right.
Give me my props when I shut shit down. Don't dwell on that nigga smacking my ass.
Yeah, because that's it from a female too though. Like y'all might not get y'all ass smacked, but if a bitch in your face and you done already told her like I'm good, boom, boom, you done moved around. After we addressed it, I shouldn't bring it back up either. Right. Like, but you was talking to her. Well, bitch, I had to talk to her to say, get the fuck out.
I couldn't send it to her mind and be like. I didn't know
he was finna smack my ass, like, stop, before he did it.
So
you feel
like
me?
When
it's
they
over.
keep dwelling on what he done, I can't control what nobody do. I can only control what I do. And you saw me move away. I moved away from him or I cut into him. You can't give me my props for that.
So listen, so like, y'all know what Usher do.
Yeah, the serenade.
That's the word the serenade. So like, I don't know if Usher in a relationship. Do y'all know anything about?
I don't know.
But still though, whether his situation or not, it's like when he's serenading a woman and her husband will be sitting right there. Mm-hmm. What's kind of the difference when you dealing with a person that's an entertainer? I
already said I wouldn't get.
No. I'm just saying though, like I'm kind of comparing. It's almost the same thing because, like, You know Usher ain't finna go
Because
home with
you
your
ain't
wife
Usher,
because you
right,
finna go home with your wife. So what are you mad for? You know what I'm saying?
He had a problem with it. We talked about this before. He said that bitch might as well go home with
he said his wife can't come home after that.
And what I said,
that's lame as fuck to me.
No, so listen.
You got to tell the whole context. What I said was, we're not going in the first, second, third, fourth row. We're going to be back there 7th, 8th, 9th. I'm not going to even put you in a situation where he can pull your ass up. You're going to still get to enjoy the Usher experience.
But what did he do in the ninth row?
But listen, though.
That's some bad shit there.
I ain't going to even lie.
I felt like the nigga had issue with me. Why the fuck
Listen,
you go way back
I ain't even going to lie. If me and wifey went to a Trey Songz concert and he was serenading and I wouldn't say a thing. She loved that nigga.
I would. He rape bitches. Get back.
No.
I just play.
Because I'm already knowing as she get through serenading how my night finna end.
Yes.
Like this finna
His mind said, I ain't finna be fucking with her and she thinking about this nigga the whole
I don't give a fuck.
But I don't give a fuck. It's only one night.
And I fucks with Trey Songz. No homo, but I like his music. Yeah. So like,
and it puts you.
When me and my wifey first started dating and we met, that was one of our connections. Like, you fuck with Trey Songz? Like, yeah, that's my dog. So like, I'd be sitting there, I'd be recording my phone. Like, yeah,
that's like the confidence I need in a man. Like, geek me up. Like,
that's just like when Beyonce put them on the stage and when they did the little lap dances with Beyonce. Them, you think I'm finna tell my nigga not to go up there and get that lap dance?
Again, y'all didn't bring the whole context. Here's the other thing. It was really we was having an episode and we was talking about the Keke Palmer situation.
Yeah.
Right.
Her nigga wasn't there.
Right.
So what?
So hold on. That changes everything. I ain't gonna go too far until we gotta get context to the viewers because Missy them won't give you the context, the whole thing. If your chick went out, let's say her and her homegirls went to Vegas for a Vegas trip,
right,
and Usher pull her on that bitch and get doing like
the resident,
you not there. Who's the fuck to say Usher ain't about to go knock your bitch back out?
If Usher wanna knock my back out, you better leave me the fuck alone that one night. This is motherfucking Usher we talking about.
See, there you go.
That don't make it fair though.
Nigga, if Beyonce take you back there and she tell you to come to that motherfucking room and you call me and tell me you ain't going, I'm finna fly to Vegas and smack the shit out.
If it's Usher, I don't give a fuck if it's Michael Jackson coming out the grave. Right. If that nigga ain't about to be breaking you off, I'm talking.
You think I'm gonna fuck for free?
I ain't getting.
See, he missed the whole conversation before this. Yeah. Ain't shit free. You better give me a shout out, build my fan base up. Something's coming beyond me giving me some pussy.
$1.2 million followers.
Or something, yeah.
I done risk my nigga. I gotta go home to this nigga. You finna go back to Hollywood. We finna make something out of nothing.
Let me stop right there. That's why I said what I said. You know how many entertainers knock bitches down and don't give them shit, but what's there?
That's because they don't got Flint mentality or hustler mentality.
I'm doing this for a purpose.
Everything I do gotta. Every time I open my legs, it's for something.
Either I'm finna be on the blogs and now everybody look at my ass up.
Because guess what? If you do try not to pay me, I got so much footage in this motherfucking phone. I'm finna get paid regardless. Okay? And I'm not even the type that expose, but I'm exposing it today.
Now you getting, that's why I said I won't go too deep in it. Now you getting to all the other shit. Now I gotta be sitting up in this bitch around my niggas like you.
No, you gonna shut the fuck up so I get this money. See what I'm saying?
Me like this, he did this.
You a light-skinned ass nigga, B.
Nah, ain't no light skin. Just no, you still fucking and sucking another nigga. I don't give a fuck who the fuck the status is.
I can't even ask Don because he caramel. He ain't even dark skin, so I don't even know what he gonna say. But my dark skin nigga would be like, bitch, call me Friday right when you done with. Shout out to Presidential P. He done popped up on us. You feel me?
P, what's up,
P, you dark skin. If we go together, am I sliding? If Jeezy say come with him, am I sliding? Please go. I'll call you tomorrow. And if my nigga a rapping nigga, guess what?
Yeah, I gotta get mine.
You ain't even hear me. And if my nigga a rapper nigga, I'm like, Jesus, let me let you hear this.
He just said the same thing I said. You gonna have to break me off, but there's a lot of females ain't gonna do that. They happy to fuck.
I'm doing this for a purpose.
I'm doing this for us.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let it go. I'm not Usher. I'm not Jeezy. I'm not none of them niggas. You know how many females done fuck me for free?
No, for real.
So they didn't go. They went home with a wet ass.
Yep.
That was it. So what makes me think that Usher can't get it done?
That part.
Bitch, we know he get it done all the time, but I'm saying
you at the Holiday Inn or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He's taking you on the top floor of what you
it's an experience.
Like
so listen, all I'm saying is if I was
it's the experience. It's the
all
aesthetic.
That's what I'm saying. You getting the experience, but you still got fucked by.
No, but I'm saying it's like she said. I got hella footage.
No, listen. So let me ask y'all something. So let me ask y'all something. So say you got serenaded by Usher or whatnot, or whoever he is, and it didn't go viral.
And didn't go viral?
Yeah.
I'm making it go viral.
I'm making it go viral.
Listen, it didn't go viral.
Okay.
So your nigga don't know about it, but Usher still took you up to that floor and shit. Like, would you be real enough to tell your man? Keep it a buck.
Oh, I'm not telling on myself with nothing.
Even if you got the money, so that goes back to what he was saying.
Oh, if I got the money, yeah. I thought you said if I got the money, I'm telling him, nigga, we gone.
But how you know, if not you in general, you, but he's saying how you know that, how we gonna know?
Oh, if you can't, listen, you got to trust me. If you don't trust me, we ain't supposed to be together
I ain't
anyway.
gonna trust you if you just did this and didn't tell me.
You probably fucking a bitch for free. You fucking a bitch back home for nothing, nigga. This is Usher. Leave me the fuck alone.
She getting back to what
But you got broke off, though.
She said that she got broke off.
Listen, guess what? You want to break
I
up?
said she said that, but I said in general, just think about what he was saying. Most women ain't gonna be on no Missy shit and say something. They're not gonna say
you
nothing.
You want to break up for a little while? Let's break up. We can spin the block.
Conversation, right? Think about it, because this is what I'm about to say.
Because obviously you was calling me and I wasn't answering my phone.
Right, it was something happened that you know that I'm with this nigga.
Break this down, and this how wild that sounds to you, right?
It was a wild night, boy.
I done been in Vegas in a year 4 times. It's niggas that's not Usher. Niggas that might be a fucking accountant. Motherfucker might be an engineer, architect, whatever. And he has it. I'm talking about 7 figures, not 6.
Yeah.
He might do the same thing Usher do. Hey, listen, I got 10,000 for that.
Let me tell you something. Anybody that's out of your tax bracket, you leave me the fuck alone about.
Let me finish. So now this is your conversation. Hey, babe, you get back home. How was the trip? Oh, I had a good time.
Amazing.
Guess what, babe? I bust their ass open for this bread.
I sucked this nigga and gave. I got 20,000 out of it.
I didn't lie.
I caught that.
Guess what?
So
I fucked this lawyer and
no, friend. You just say I bust that motherfucker wide open when I was in Vegas.
It's me not thinking. You know. So you're just a high price prostitute. So let's end this conversation.
What's wrong with it? It's in the Bible.
We ain't in a relationship no more. We're in a partnership. Let me.
No, you ain't pimping me.
No, you're not pimping me. The fuck you fucked up when you broke up with me because I was gonna show you sharing this shit with you.
Yeah, this day and age, women be like, nigga, I went and got this 10 grand without you.
What you
think I need you for?
When you
matter of fact, I'm about to go back to Vegas.
Bye-bye.
No, because
you're not finna put up like you finna pimp me out now. No,
that's what just happened. That was a pimp move.
I did that myself. You ain't had shit to do with it.
You ain't hooked me up.
I ain't gonna go to because that's a whole nother conversation. I'm gonna say this and end it.
But what if you wanted to be with that person and he said, let's just make it up?
We broke up and now we in partnership. No, baby, I can sell this myself.
No, we can break up and then spin the block.
It still was a pimp move because if you break it down, you fucked the nigga knowing you was gonna go give another nigga the money. Ain't that's what a hoe?
No, let me tell you. No. Listen, wait a minute.
Hold on. Just because a hoe go fuck somebody, she don't have to go.
Wait one fucking minute.
I like how.
Wait one fucking minute.
It's still.
You think that I'm finna give you cash off the pussy I sold and gave up to somebody, nigga? I'm finna pay our bills up and I might buy you a gift. You not getting none of this fucking money.
Like,
you got me fucked up.
I'm not finna fuck nobody and be like,
if you want a bag, I'll buy the bag.
Wow.
I'm not finna fuck nobody and be like, here's the percentage.
You don't get no percent. This is my pussy.
Now listen.
I did this shit off the strength of me.
For the viewers, y'all hear where I was coming from. If you let your girl go on the stage and get serenaded by Usher without you, I'm gonna be honest with you, my nigga.
No. Let him finish. Go ahead.
You're going out ass backwards because you hearing these.
It's only because you acting like a bitch ass nigga. Let me go do what the fuck I gotta do and come the fuck back home, man.
So he gotta be a bitch ass nigga because you wanted to go get some pussy away and he feels some type of way about it.
I'm not giving shit away.
You did give it away.
I got something for it.
But you had to give it away to get what you got.
Giveaway for free. Giveaway is free.
No, okay,
What you thought you was doing when you going to the room?
I was going to the concert.
I didn't plan this.
No, once he said, hey, shorty, here go my number. Come up the room. What you call it?
So what you want me to do? Call and break up with you? What you want me to call and break up with you and be? You know what? I just think this ain't working.
There we go.
And I got an attitude today.
And then
go spin the block, and then come back and be like, babe, I was tripping because I had lost some money, but I want it back.
Man, that's better. That's better than you walking up in this motherfucking side just had dick in my mouth.
I want it back.
No. Man, I just had a time.
Here, babe. Here go.
Here, babe. I had a grand fucking time while we was okay.
Here go $2,000.
And I ain't gotta tell you shit because we was broke up for them 2 days that I was in Vegas. And if you don't take me back, then you just don't take me back.
So listen, y'all don't think. So listen, and I don't want to. I don't want to make this into like a what you did to he or she thing, but I just want to answer one question. Mm-hmm. So y'all women, say y'all. I know the typical answer, but I want y'all to answer this question. Mm-hmm. So y'all have a problem with men feeling some type of way when y'all do some bullshit?
No,
I
don't.
Feel how you gonna feel, babe.
That's the part of
because I'm gonna feel how I feel when you do what you do. But just don't act like I'm supposed to stick around.
No.
Don't act like I'm supposed to stick around after you do some shit and we argue about it, and then when I do some shit, it's all hell broke loose and we got to break up and it's over. Fuck that.
Because if I did some shit and you found out or whatever the case was, all hell did break loose.
Okay, but we still together.
I know we the crazy. Yeah.
Wouldn't have been able to.
So what I'm saying, when it's the other way around, I ain't saying we breaking up or nothing, but like when a nigga feel, but sometimes it seems like y'all don't take it. Like y'all just think it's supposed to be
we do just
you know what I'm saying? They think it's supposed to be like, no, I want to get mad like you did.
No,
I want to get in your face and shit like you did me, and I want you to question you like you did me. Y'all don't want to do that.
When I was in your face, what was you saying? Shut the fuck up.
When we do
Leave me
that,
alone.
we just reciprocate the energy because y'all sweep our shit under the rug. Like,
okay.
you know, you wasn't doing shit around here. You should have known I was gonna get some pussy from somewhere. Y'all dismiss us.
I did it one time.
When it's our turn. We don't do it intentionally. Once it come back, that roller deck started.
No, you know what conversation that goes into? Y'all can't take what the fuck y'all dish out.
Wait a minute, but it ain't
y'all
even that far.
Take that
so
shit.
listen, wait a minute. I'm not supposed to be able to feel some type of way.
Yes, you can.
I ain't say I was right or wrong, but we talking about you right now. Okay, I did what I did. I fucked up. We talked about it.
Okay.
You gave. But now it's so. I just supposed to just say fuck it because it's like this is your lick back or karma or whatever.
No, be mad.
Be mad. Say whatever
I don't want to hear that shit. Just like you didn't want to hear it.
No, but you got to hear it because you made us hear it.
I'm playing the game.
You.
I don't want to hear it. Just like you didn't want to hear it.
But we at one point you made us hear it.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So because you mad and you expressing yourself, I can't react the way I want to react because I'm supposed to react like you reacted?
No, what I'm saying is if we had a prior conversation, and I ain't talk about the typical one where what most of us niggas do. Bitch, I ain't trying to shut the fuck, get out my face. Where now I'm sitting down, we talking.
We talking. Okay.
Now we didn't got to that. We communicating. This is what you asked
for.
We talking way before I did whatever.
Yeah. We talking. We talking.
All right.
You done got what you wanted out. You did. Now I'm feeling some type of way. Let's talk.
Okay, let's talk.
Y'all don't always be on that right then and there.
Because you know what, I don't want to talk at that moment. It depends on how if I'm not mad, we can talk.
I'm like Lil Reese. I gotta do my research.
Right. Let me find out what I'm accused of first. Because if right then and there,
I'm giving you too much time to think about it.
I'm not gonna. No, I can't promise.
It's easy to tell the truth. It's easy to tell the truth.
But
that's what people part of.
Because I might say some shit I don't really.
But then what are you hiding? What are you hiding for? What are you hiding for? Say that shit.
I might have that fuck it mentality.
But guess what? Get that shit off your chest because we communicating and let's get and let's move past.
But I could have wanted to omit some shit, not really lie, but just omit some stuff. And if you ask me right now off the back, I might not. It's not gonna go right. Let's just talk about it later. Can we do that?
No.
Not right now.
No.
It's. You finna break up with me, ain't you?
Yeah, so fucked up. But I get it. Like, I ain't gonna say I get it. I ain't gonna say I get it. But like, trying not to be biased. You know, I can understand. Like, you know what? You know.
No, we want y'all to communicate for real though. We want.
Omit is lying.
No, omit.
So that's what she want to do. Lie.
Omit means I left something out.
That's lying.
Okay. No.
Well, it's not lying.
Right.
But it's not telling the whole truth.
Okay,
but like
which is not lying.
But if you ask me something and I didn't lie about it, I just didn't tell you. That don't mean I'm lying. I'm saying that's what you saying.
Yeah, I didn't, because but you got to remember, when somebody tell me that, I say that to myself. When a nigga that told me his story, when I go back and tell Courtney what he said, I said, Courtney, he omitted the fact that this and that, so he really didn't lie. I know what they be trying to do, so I just did what y'all would have tried to do and omit what the fuck.
And both of them motherfuckers wrong. If you keep information.
Here we go from a light skin again.
No, it's the truth.
No, he telling the truth though.
Like,
I don't even know what color you is, Don.
But he's still telling the truth.
That's the truth. If you not telling me the information, that's you think you get a kudos.
Why is y'all so tender these days? I don't understand.
Wow, that goes back to what I'm saying. So we can't.
So we can't.
Yeah. So we just because we men, and that's how y'all look at it. Just because I don't care how many niggas you know I popped. I don't care how many bricks you done stuff for me. Bitch, I got feelings.
Okay, so
and I don't care if you say, oh, he's a Cancer. Guess what? Every sign got a fucking emotion.
Okay, well, let me ask
hold on. Let me. I'm not finished though.
Okay.
So you mean to tell me at this specific moment I'm in my feelings and I can't be?
Yes, you can be.
But y'all act like we can't be.
I'm
now we tender.
No,
like it's a name that come with it. Like why we just
can't? Can we talk about it and then be done with it, or is this we gonna lag on about it?
No, but I'm saying though, why can't we just be in our feelings like men?
Okay.
And then y'all accept the fact without trying to put a name on it, without trying to say, you emotional or you tender or you a bitch ass nigga today and shit. Like motherfucker,
I'm amused that you are in your feelings. So
right, because
I know I'm amused y'all the fuck out of y'all.
So
I be like,
stay in your feelings.
Me.
I don't want you to not be in your feelings. I'm not amused. I'm not getting off on your hurt.
Right.
But I want you to feel, I want to know that you care.
Yeah, feel like I feel.
Now, I might not.
But you asked for that. Now, I'm not saying y'all in particular, but we just speaking in general. Now, you asked for that, but then when you get it, it's
no,
a name to...
No. I know where you're going with
this.
No. That don't mean every morning you fucking wake up in a fucking feeling like it's just something like, what now, wench? Like, come on, like.
Right, yeah. You
can't fuck now. But
you
no,
can't
be
go
in your
overboard.
fucking feelings. Like, I want to be your safe space. Rather, not even talking about if we was cheating or whatever the fuck the case may be. I don't give a fuck if you felt like I ain't been cooking in a while. Say that. Like, damn, babe.
Got you. Communicate. So everything just leads to communication.
Make lighter for you to start cooking around this bitch or something like communication, feelings, all that shit. Because now I feel like you don't give a fuck about me.
So what? And I think I remember you coming. I'm not sure or not, but I had wrote something, and then women was coming back saying it'd be men too. So I don't want to just say one race. I mean, one sex that does this. So I'm gonna just say both sexes. It'd be hard to put people or to let this person, man or female, be your safe place when you
they throw it back at
yeah, when you vent to them, this is the reaction. Now that puts a shell up in the wall up on you and shit like that. Like, how you gonna talk about my granny, baby?
Listen, this how I feel.
No, but I'm just, or anything. I told you I failed the third grade. Why you gotta say I'm retarded and bring that up and shit like? Why do? And I said men and women. So why do they? Why?
Because listen, this how, and I'm not bullshitting with you. Yes, I'm gonna think about that, right? But I feel like if we locked in, nigga, I knew you was gonna say that whole ass shit anyway. Fuck you. You feel me? I knew you was gonna say it. I feel like if it's just me and you in the room and we arguing or whatever, and you say some fuck shit, like nigga, you saying that shit to hurt my feelings. You know, I feel like that shouldn't even be took personal for real. You shouldn't feel like she throwing it in your face.
No, if it's all of us.
No.
If it's all of us in here and you gonna say that shit, bitch, I'm about to beat your ass.
No, but that's different because I didn't even think about that. I don't want you saying it.
He don't want to say that at all.
I don't want you throwing it in my face.
Well, then say that after the first time I throw it in your face, and then I won't do it no more.
No, I ain't saying I do, but I will.
Yeah,
like, listen,
okay,
wait a minute.
if I say some shit
because as soon as you say that, even if we debating, because I don't really like using arguing that much. Like
debating.
I try to solve
Agree to disagree.
So I like saying debating. So like even if we debating, you know what I'm saying? Why do you gotta? Now you going low. Okay, so because you didn't even have to say that.
Right. So that's what you got to do. Now that we ain't mad no more, right?
Why did you say that?
Because when you ain't mad no more, now you got to be like, look,
now
babe,
I feel like I got to say some fucked up shit.
No, right.
And then that's why I say now it's fucked up because.
And now we can say that and be like, bitch, you said my pussy stank.
Right. But okay, but look. Yeah. But listen.
But you be eating this motherfucker out.
Right.
Like, now we can laugh about shit.
And if it's some shit that you really, and like how you said, if it's some shit that you really be like, damn, bitch, why you say that? You got to tell me that. Like, nigga, now for real, when we was beefing the other day,
for real.
Bitch, don't bring my granny up no more. That shit was fucked up. Now I might be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that. Like,
doing that shit after you.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
And because we done did what you wanted to do, communicate it.
Because listen,
so now you
naturally what we do, I don't know any other races do it. Naturally, when we get defensive, that's all we know how to do is to go low or start blazing motherfuckers. I don't know why that's our defense mechanism or whatever. It is. Yeah. So it don't be like we do that shit intentionally. Like it's just to get us up off the heat or whatever the fuck we feel like with the whatever the fuck we in, back of us out the corner or whatever that. So it don't be intentionally just like, okay, I'm finna degrade this nigga, hurt this nigga or whatever the fuck. I just want the attention up off me. Now we finna argue about something else. Because I done brought up, now the bag ain't moving and shit like that. Now he like, oh, bitch,
right, that's still a low blow though. Like, bitch, I done told you the only one know that. Like, what did you do? Why would you say that?
But that's why I feel like if I say it and your boys right there or my girls right there, then yeah, you should feel some type of way. Yeah. But if it's just me and you in this motherfucking house arguing and I tell you your left nut smaller than the right nut, bitch, you better. That's what it is.
See, that's why I ain't even got in the conversation because that ain't how I move. Like you say anything that you know.
He light skin.
Why are you doing it?
Yeah, that's. He got a point.
What did you
doing? What
did you say to me to make me say that?
I didn't go that low though. I didn't say that. Like, cause you.
It probably wasn't that low to you.
No, but listen. Think about it.
You didn't think it was low.
You're right. Okay, I will give you. Okay, I will give y'all that.
Because guess what? Obviously, I'm thinking I gotta go lower.
No, but listen.
Feel like you went low.
Okay, I'll let y'all have that. But like, y'all know y'all confining us, so it be shit that we we could say.
No, it is. It is.
That we don't. So when we say the shit that you say that hurt, we be like, what? You didn't have to say that. You be like, well, you said. You be like, damn, I didn't know that. You didn't. That wasn't.
So that's communication.
That's still go hand in hand when motherfuckers be like, just because you disrespect me, now you put stipulations on how I should disrespect you.
Right.
That don't how that shit go. It's no rule. Once I feel disrespected, you can't put a cap on what I could do and say.
For me,
okay.
I like not what Courtney said. I'm with that 100%. That's why I don't deal with petty motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
See, a petty motherfucker gonna feel like, well, you said something to me, I gotta not get you back or I gotta go lower. You're childish.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with you.
I am.
Yeah.
I don't deal with people like I don't deal with people in no.
But okay, but in that circumstance, okay, now I'm childish because you said what you said. Whether you thought it was petty, it was an argument. Whatever, it came out your mouth. Now I gotta be the grown one to be like, I'm not finna do tip and tap with him. I'm not. No, bitch, I'm finna go low.
Right. That's what
I'm not finna be just because you got everything off your chest, but I'm supposed.
Why you always gotta be the adult?
So moving forward. So moving forward, if any one of us that's in this room or the people, the viewers or followers that's listening, when you in a situation like that, the best thing to do is to find out right then and there what was the low blow. Like, hey, wait a minute. I know we disagreeing or arguing about something totally different, but I didn't like that.
Listen.
And then when you should have said that, then you be like, you know what? I'm sorry. We can go back to argue, but let's apologize for that right now. Because if we don't, it don't do nothing but blow up and make the argument more.
Guess what? Because when you talking to your friends, you do that. When you talking to your friends, you do that. Like when you are going back and forth with your friends say something, you do be like, bitch, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Now don't do that. Now why you can't do it with your significant other?
I'm gonna piggyback off that.
Right.
If you in a good relationship and y'all got communication, y'all understand, y'all respect each other's feelings and boundaries and shit like that. Once somebody come out and say that was too low, that's gonna end a conversation.
Yeah.
That the argument
that should
stop.
be it really should stop. Like, and then the motherfucker think about it like, you know what, it was my bad. But you know what, you shouldn't have said that. You know what? Even though we arguing about,
y'all sound like a fucking fairy tale.
No, that's not.
I'm trying to speak.
It could go like
listen,
that.
what I'm saying is that's why we talking about it now. I'm not this shit, tomorrow. I mean, this shit finna happen. I'm saying, but speaking this shit into existence so when people can have a fair mind to know.
People need to understand that communication is everything anyway. In any relationship you have, friendship, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. I don't give a fuck if any relationship between humans, communication is every fucking thing,
and I
man.
believe, like, okay, even if I don't want to communicate, me being your significant other, whether we stay together or not, you should know when something is bothering me. I should know when something is bothering you, and you should just know, like, whether you want to talk about it today. If I noticed it, like, at least I know he noticed something is wrong with me. So now we can circle back and have this conversation. I didn't feel like talking yesterday when you asked me what something was wrong.
And
with me.
Especially to our race, like, I'm saying this because I'm even talking to myself like, we definitely have to get used to having uncomfortable. We have to get comfortable with having uncomfortable conversations. And whether it's like she said, a friendship, a relationship, a marriage, a partnership, a businessship, like, try to, as every day as your life, try to get comfortable with having uncomfortable conversations with the people you deal with or love.
And I think that go hand in hand with get comfortable with dealing with your feelings and your emotions.
That too,
because
absolutely.
You can't be afraid to be like, bitch, I tell this bitch all the time, like, why would you just yell at me like that, though? I ain't even did shit to you all day. I don't give a fuck that she feel like bitch, you hurting my feelings. Quit yelling at me because I ain't yelled at you. Some people don't want to say that because they feel like, damn, she gonna be like, I'm soft or she hurting my feelings. No, bitch, quit talking to me like that.
I tell anybody that's in this, in my little circle, tell me, check me. Like, not check me, but if you fuck with me like you do, I'm not going to get offended. I'm just speaking in a language so people get it. Yeah. Because, I'm not going to take I'm not going to take it as a check. I'm going to take it as a, you know what, bro, you right. Don't be around me just because you think I'm the cool kid and because I'm going to tell you about yourself and I don't want you feeling no type of way like, oh, he just think, no, nigga, if you feeling something, let me know, nigga, so we can be on the same page. That's where all that fakery and shit come around.
You know where it comes to me, man? It's like, as I said, it's a lot of pettiness is common as fuck. That's a petty person. When you around petty people, man, and that's why I wasn't saying too much, because I know petty motherfuckers. When you around petty motherfuckers, that's how arguments go higher. Yep, that's how relationships get done. That's
over
how
the pettiest
because the motherfucker, they so petty in a way of thinking, I gotta get back or I gotta get even or I gotta take it lower than that. And like I said, if I'm talking and you say, hey, man, like right now we was doing what we was doing. Yeah. You be like, hey, bro, I don't really want to answer that. Should I get mad and be like, oh, man, he on some whole shit, what you come on the show for?
Type shit, right?
No, I'm going to be like, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get it.
I feel like when it start getting petty, you lose what the fuck the argument really was. Like,
no, that's
because now it's the goal is okay. Now this
to out petty this person. Yeah,
that's where that's why I said what I said. That's where you see relationships, no matter what type of relationships, break all the way down. Yeah. That's how you see motherfuckers been cool 10, 15, 20 years and they ain't talked 5, 6, 7 years because the motherfucker went so petty to now it's to the point where
you can't even.
I'm gonna be petty too. He ain't talking to me. I ain't talking to him.
Right.
I have another thing, like a piggyback what he was saying. Like I feel like communication should be. Uncomfortable conversation should be had, rather regardless. But I feel like if I can go to Misty and talk to her, this is relationship problems or whatever. Right. How is he gonna know or her gonna know it's a problem in our relationship and I'll never discuss it? But every fucking day I'm coming to her, talking to her about a problem. How the fuck he or she know how to fix it?
That be people be scared to talk to their significant other.
So like I be trying to tell myself like if I'm gonna talk to her about it, she know all the shit and he don't have a clue. He don't know what to fix. He don't know what's wrong with me. He don't know nothing. So quit talking to your friends about shit if you ain't gonna talk to your man
I think that be people scared to talk to their significant others, like worried of what the reaction gonna be. And I feel like if you feel like that ain't the person you supposed to be with. You supposed to be able to be like, damn, he been acting funny as fuck, and I'm finna talk to him today. You shouldn't be like, damn, he might get mad or he ain't gonna stop talking to you. Gotta tell motherfuckers like. I think maintaining a relationship between a man and a female on that level is the hardest fucking thing to do, man. Like. No, it's hard as fuck because first of all, I think people give a fuck about what other people think too much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your relationship, like y'all, when you in a relationship with a motherfucker, my next relationship, we can't give a fuck about what nobody think. Is we in this motherfucker together?
My biggest thing, even in my relationship right now, is I don't give a fuck.
You gotta have
nobody else think.
Right, you got to be.
I don't have to deal with it. That's why I don't really care about talking to them people about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Not taking nothing away from the bros or the sis or the friend. Like that's why I don't care about. Because at the end of the day, okay, I'm a Cancer, so like I almost don't like repeating myself. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna sound crazy, but like a lot of conversations that I used to find myself having with my people, I talk to myself, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I be like, knowing I want to go have this conversation with my significant other, and the only person that's going to give me the best advice is me.
Right.
Not no outsider person telling me how they feel or they...
Because people, don't nobody know her like you know her anyway.
They put energy on you.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Because you probably was going to go in with a clear mind, like, I'm going to go this, and now motherfucker be like, because she going to take it the wrong way. She gonna
all that.
Now you coming out.
The older you get, the more your mind mature and shit like that. So, like, I had these conversations with myself that I want to have, and I have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, other people can, and don't get me wrong, you could get the best advice from this person. Mm-hmm. But sometimes, like you said, they alter your train of thought or what you wanted to say or shit like that. So I don't do it no more. Like if I want to have a conversation with her, I talk to my
or if you have a conversation have a conversation that's married.
Yeah.
Don't have a conversation with a single motherfucker. Not saying a single motherfucker don't know how it is, but they really don't know how it is to be married.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially a person ain't never been married.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a random question because you said how you talk to yourself. This is just a random question I never asked a male. I'm asking you too, Rob. How do y'all feel about like journaling as men?
I think a lot of niggas should do it.
Yeah,
Not trying to be funny, but it gets like, this is what I say all the time. I'm not a social media person. That's why Misty said what she said when she seen me put miserable bitch on there. I'm not normally even gonna do that. I used to knock people who go on Facebook and put all this shit out there, but I understood this is how they letting this shit get out.
Mm-hmm. And that's how that bitch gonna see it.
Yeah.
Like, when you tell her she's a miserable bitch, it don't bother. But when you put that shit on social media, somehow they register to that.
And that's a lot of people be needing journals. It's stress relieving.
I'm gonna buy my boy best friend a journal.
Yeah, because now you can write them things off. You might write them off. You might not go back and look at them.
Just write it and burn it. Oh, look at P.
You got a journal? Oh, shit. I journal. I think it's...
I fell off like because I was just finna say like, I think that'd be dope, even though I know it's men and women out here that does it. But like growing up in my era, that was the thing to do. We had that. We used to wake up.
Had a diary. We called them diaries.
But, we had journals.
But even in school,
that's what I'm saying.
When you go to school, they used to tell you right.
No, what I was finna say, like it started off at school, and then when you got to the point where you had one at the crib too, because you might write in the morning what they do, and then that night before you go to bed, you be like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't say none of this nigga tomorrow. shit. No, for real, like, but then, no, for real, am I lying though? Or I'm a punch dog in this shit tomorrow, like, for real, like.
And you didn't even really know you was, sometimes I feel like when we was younger, we didn't even know that we were journaling. No. We was just writing because it was some fucking paper and some pencils.
And then, like, the older we get, like, some of us, like me, like I said, like, I started, once I jumped off the porch, that was it. Sports, like, I was into that. I was really into that shit. I played basketball, I ran track, I played baseball, like I did that shit, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as I jumped off the porch, that shit just was over. Like,
I think that's a great conversation we're gonna have to bring up.
Journaling, like,
because I feel like when people think they feel like they jumped off the porch, now they grown, they in the world. Now, so what, you can't play video games?
No, I was still playing video games. It's just that.
Kid, like,
so like, okay,
you can't teeter.
I can't.
No, you can't teeter.
So like,
you
listen,
in the streets or you in school?
Yeah. So listen, this is what
back
happened.
in that time.
Yeah. So my mom have 6 kids, 3 boys, 3 girls. I'm the oldest. I have an older brother, and then it's me, and then it's Chris, and then it's like my 3 little sister after. My oldest brother was born with like a learning disability. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm the big brother. You know, everything falls up on me. So back to when I was saying, like, when he said at a certain age we had to start buying our own shit, like, that shit was done. Like, I still went to school and did my mama proud and made sure I graduated, but all that sports shit, that shit was over with. Like, I was like the man of the house, because then once I started getting older, the relationship that her and my step-pops had, which is my little sister's father, they got a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's just my mama with 6 kids, you know what I'm saying? And I just was like, hey, man, look, I know you might not approve this, but you ain't got to worry about me and my little brother, Chris. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she was getting money from the state from my oldest brother, but just make sure my little sister's good. And that's why it was just hard. So that's why I said when I jumped off the porch and I graduated high school, I even tried to go to college. I went to like 2 colleges. I went to University of Phoenix. Like, I was trying to piggyback, but that shit was full throttle.
I have a piggyback on that. Like,
it was like,
that's
fuck that shit.
A conversation for another conversation.
Yeah.
Grew up fast. And then I had Deja Young, not to cut you off. Like, I was 17 when I had her. So it was just, it was that.
The same shit, you know?
Yeah,
I was 16.
It was just, it was that.
How do you feel about being the man of the house with y'all single mamas? Like, does that?
I can't speak on that one because I wasn't in that situation.
Have you been in the house? Was you the man in your single mama house?
So listen.
P. How does that?
I wish they could have just saw the look on P face over
like,
there. That shit just got me teary-eyed. You look like,
that's why I didn't even want to look over there.
My phone did right now.
I didn't even want to look over there. I already know.
Like, because my son going through that with me, and it's like, do that fuck y'all up in the long run?
Right.
Listen.
Am I damaging my kid?
So no, it ain't you though. Like, but just continue to be that secure from that mama form, because like, I'm a mama's boy, however they want to say it and shit like that. Like, I don't know. But do y'all falter for not keeping a man or having a man in the house? No. Like, it's like you become her protector, but like, I can remember one time me and my mom actually like got into it. I was smelling myself. I admit to it. I was 17. This when I first moved out. Shout out to Trilo. When I first moved out and started staying with Trilo and been with Trilo since then, pretty much. Like, I was 17. I was smelling myself, like I told you. I had a baby. I was out in the streets, and we had a disagreement on some stuff, and I just left. Like, I didn't ever fought her for nothing. I just left. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because what you find yourself being disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't want to, because I love my mama. Yeah. Like, I didn't want to do that, so I just left, and that didn't strain our relationship or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because she always used to be like, come back home. And even when I did my time in the joint, I had to come home on teller, and I'm like, Ma, I feel like I should do it at my dad's house. She like, no, son, you ain't got. I'm like, no, Ma, I feel like at this point of age, you done did everything you for me.
Oh my God! So
I'm in prison now, so now I got it. Now this nigga need to talk to me, because where the fuck have you been at?
That's
nigga?
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So y'all do have that. Y'all do think that before we even, because we be thinking it too as mothers. Like, okay, he need to be with his daddy right now.
Yeah, but y'all, but if you got, but like, of course, but y'all not gonna tell us that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, my mama never told me that. My mama never said nothing bad about my daddy. Never.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all be having the thought too, though. We don't even gotta tell, because
my mama never even said y'all should go over y'all daddy house. She never said nothing.
Them good moms always say this.
You know what
I don't talk bad. I don't talk bad.
She never said nothing.
In front of them, I don't.
So all the anger I had and built up from not building with my dad, I had to just deal with that on my own and talk to him about it. So that's why I never fought to my mom or nothing. Even when you know what I'm saying? My mom, like I said, like, she kind of knew what was going on. Like, you got to kind of brush up because now you becoming a young man and shit. Like, you got a kid on the way. It kind of hurt her a little bit that I didn't want to tell her over there, but it ain't that I didn't want to. I just needed some guidance from my dad, and we gotta chop it up. I need to pick with his brain and see why the fuck he ain't been being a dad and shit. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't,
you know what I'm saying? So, Mom, when we get off this phone, can you call my daddy and ask him when they let me out? Can I tell over his house? You know what I'm saying? And when I came home, that's why that's still my address to this day. You know what I'm saying? I never changed my. That's how me and my dad got. If anybody know my story, that's how we got locked in like that. When I came home, and I had to tell over there. Been locked in since then.
Because you get to have them meaningful conversations. Like
that's them uncomfortable.
Yeah, them no uncomfortable.
Especially with family members.
You know what it's called? Piggybacking on what you're saying, being uncomfortable. I tell people all the time, it's called meaningful dialogue. You're not talking just to be talking. You're talking to get something accomplished.
Yeah.
And I want
answers and to learn yourself.
And I was just gonna say that. And now at this point, I'm a dad now. You was fucked up, dog. So let me talk to you so I won't be fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to know what's going on. So I asked him a whole bunch of uncomfortable questions and shit. And I'm like, Dad, I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this shit fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? So once we talked and shit like that, it took a little minute for Chris to come around because Chris was like, fuck him.
Right.
Even sometime to this day, Chris be like, fuck him. I'll be like, bro. But he done got a lot better now. Like, now... You know what I'm saying? He know, because I'm like, bro, you be saying that, but like if something happened to Dad right now, nigga, you gonna be the hurtest one out of everybody.
I just
I think kids always just be wanting to know why. Like, if you can give me the reason why you wasn't around, nigga, and it sound okay to me.
It did sound okay,
but tell me why.
But like he broke it down like, you know, I'm an 80s baby, so he like, son, you know, the drugs, you know, I was fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I understand that.
You know what it is, man? And I tell people like me and my pops, we got a good relationship. He was in and out of prison and shit. I got raised by my grandparents. This is the thing. If you don't have a parent that's kicking that bullshit in your ear or persuading you how to feel about your parent, whatever parent that's absent out the house, then you don't automatically just be like, fuck them.
Yep.
You don't have
You start seeing it on your own. And then, but once you had a conversation, like me having a conversation with my pops at 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, them all different type of conversations because I understand different. Like he said, when I'm talking to my pops, why you wasn't there? You can break this. I get it. If I ask you that shit at 10,
I ain't gonna get it.
I'm not gonna get what the fuck you talking about. I ask you at 15, I won't get it. Once I start talking to you as an adult now, I can see some of the reasons why you
understand, but not understand.
Like I can understand what he just said. That's what I did. I can understand why you wasn't there like that because I understand how you dealing with my mom's, how shit went. You know what I'm saying? At 15 and 10, I don't understand the dynamics of relationships.
Like you couldn't just still come get me.
Yeah,
like
and so
you
listen,
couldn't do this type of shit.
And I'll never forget. That's why I chose to have that conversation with my dad. I was 24. I never forget. Like, that's like certain conversation because that age played a difference.
You listening to respond.
Because I'm listening and I know how old I am. So, like, I knew exactly how old I was. I know where we was at. We were sitting in this car and everything. And, like, at this point, I'm an adult. I got a kid. And now I need to know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So, I did understand it better. Even though that was our first time talking about it. Than I would have if I would have asked him when I was 17.
Because when you're young, you think now you going in defensive, like because you left, you could have did this or whatever like that. At that age, we listen to respond. We don't listen to comprehend.
And then by this time, I'm in a dope game. So like him explaining this to me,
get it.
He's explaining this to me, and I get it
and
because
you living it.
No, because like not to even be funny to like before my daddy got clean and went to rehab and all that, it was so bad to where like. I had to be the one supplying my daddy the dope. Because my daddy always had good shit, worked in the shop and everything, and like he renting his shit out, letting niggas take his shit. Like doing shit like I had me. Yeah, that's a whole nother. Not even trying to get into that, but like, but that would have me killing a nigga over my daddy because of my daddy shit.
Right.
So I had to make an executive decision to just be the only one to supply.
Because he gonna get it regardless.
He gonna do it anyways.
He gonna get it regardless.
He gonna do it
from you or somebody else. He gonna get it regardless.
At certain ages, you can't comprehend things the right way, even if the conversation if the message, the knowledge is getting sent to you, you don't know how to take that and then regurgitate it back out. You don't understand how to take it in and get it. That's why I tell people that all the time. I say, man, I work with kids. I say, listen, man, you might not be feeling your moms, you might not be feeling your dad right now. Talk to them as you try to keep talking to them because as you get older, you will understand things better. Yeah. Like when my prime example.
I'm still understanding shit.
No, for real, as an adult.
I'll give you prime example. Talk to my pops. Some of the shit he told me we had problems with my mom's about. Of course, at 17, 16, 15, I couldn't understand that shit, nigga. What you talking about? Right. After I done had multiple baby mamas, I done been in multiple relationships, I get it. Yeah, I might have had a little bit more patience than you, Pops, and maneuver, but I get where you coming from.
Absolutely. Like, I could have left this bitch and the baby.
Yeah, I get where you coming from, because you don't got the same patience I got. You ready to go upside the motherfucking head.
Yeah.
And everybody different, and everybody deal with every situation differently. He probably couldn't handle that shit.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? But drugs play a part of it. It's really they not them.
And shout out to my mother, man. Shout out to Mom Dukes, because by her not never saying nothing bad about my dad, left all the room for me to judge him off of me. Not off of no woman emotion or none of that. So shout out to mama for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what
I do that too. I don't say nothing bad about Reggie in front of my son.
Like now I be stopping myself, like when my daughter say something, I be like, you know he wasn't gonna do it. But I be like, you know what? Just call him anyway.
No,
like,
see,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know it's hard because listen, my mama. So my daddy used to be like, he coming to get us and shit. We used to be sitting on the porch and shit waiting on him.
So that shit used to be real?
Hell yeah, that shit real.
This
real. Really sat on the porch for hours.
And then my mama come out there and be like,
he ain't coming.
She didn't say that.
Man, you ain't never fell asleep.
She never said that. She never said you never. She never said
he wasn't coming.
He wasn't coming. You knew he wasn't coming. Listen to me. I love this woman. She never said. I guess what she said. Yeah, come on in the house. We'll try again next week. Call him again. And that's that.
That's how my mama did.
That's what I'm saying. She never. So when I be the generation, not to cut you off real quick, and I'm gonna let you talk. But like, so when the generation, and I know it's hard because eras and generation frustrated. But that's why, and you know, because we done had conversations. Like when I be hearing like certain women, I'm like, how you be talking to your kid about their daddy like that? Like that's insane to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I didn't come in your household, but I never knew that. And I'm 80. I'm 41. I'm an 80s baby. That ain't what she did.
My mama ain't never talked. My dad. Yeah. My mama cut my daddy off because I always had my stepdaddy. My stepdaddy.
That's how I was with my stepdaddy. I was
2. She cut my daddy off when I was 2 because he kept leaving dope residue around the house. He wouldn't get his shit together. He sold dope, whatever, snorted, whatever the fuck he did. He left it around the house all the time. I'm walking like, bitch, clean the tables up.
Yeah, we got kids, right?
So he took it as he just gonna step the fuck out. So I guess he tried this shit probably when I was like 4 or something. Tried to come get me, and I had a fucking fit. Didn't want to leave with him. Didn't know him. Did none of this shit. He says that was the day that hurt his motherfucking feelings.
Hell yeah.
Since then,
he was on your ass.
He was on my ass. Like my mama ain't had to tell him shit. That's why.
That's all it takes. Yeah.
Making moves with my motherfucking daddy. Like
so
he picked me up from school.
Yeah. So.
Like I never had to go through your daddy coming to get you. I learned that shit as a teen.
Yeah.
My daddy.
Yeah.
First of all, girls, girls, we take it differently than how y'all take it anyway. Because I only sit on that porch for about 30 minutes. After he ain't come, I was like, Brennan, I'm finna go around the corner and play basketball. I'll see you later. He was still sitting there, waiting. Like, but so it affected me. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, the nigga ain't come. But my mama never said nothing bad either. But I just was like, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? But Brennan, it hurt his feelings so bad.
This is just something about little men going with their dad. We ain't even got to do shit. If this nigga said he coming to get me, I'm ready.
No, listen, I done came home.
And I know what we probably finna do, just go over grandma's house. But guess what? We over grandma's house.
I done went around the corner, played, came back and played. Brennan's still on the porch. I'm gonna tell you, he ain't coming.
This is what it is. As a man, as a boy, your passes to being a man, your first thing you see is your dad. Yeah. That's how I'm gonna become he's the man.
He a man, because he already a man.
I don't want to be with my mama.
So that's how I go there. So
stuff like that.
All the stuff I want to be
you
and learn
in
how
your
to do,
comfort zone.
I'm
you
looking
with your
for,
mama.
Because listen, without even self-consciously even doing it or knowing, when you born and okay, this mama, and then you see your daddy, that's automatically your superhero. Yeah. Like that's you be like
he go to work, he get
like that's daddy. You see him, he be clothes, like you be trying to imitate the little shit your daddy be doing, sneaking wearing his cologne and shit like that's your superhero right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I be.
That's how.
And that just go to show you how strong the man is in the household, because even though the mama be there and the daughters they get the nurturing and shit, we look at our daddy like that too though. Yeah. Because as much even though my daddy wasn't there when I was younger, like a motherfucker can't tell me shit about him, and better not nobody say that's my motherfucker.
And this
daddy,
is why I said like
so,
the older I get and the mature I get, I can understand y'all women frustrations. Yeah. Like y'all do like
we can't
y'all do so much and then be like, damn, and then this nigga come over here
and do nothing.
What the fuck? And get all the praises like, oh my daddy did this, my daddy like you don't want to do the tit for tat. Like, all the shit you got is from me.
Yeah, you
like,
don't wanna do that,
I put your daddy name on there, so you know what I'm saying?
I did that for years in Christmas from mom and dad.
Like,
from mom and dad. Reggie don't even know what the fuck in the box. He ain't called. He ain't said nothing. He don't know shit.
So listen,
Reggie called him like, thanks, Dad.
So
For
listen,
what?
so my experience from that, that's why I be like on my like.
Dad
If my
shit.
on my dad shit, y'all know me. That's why I be on that so tough.
Yeah,
because,
you
like,
And that's why I
do.
respect Rob too. Like he I ain't gonna say he act like it, cause that's not familiar to him.
Yeah.
He don't be understanding when we be talking
About deadbeats.
dads, cause it's not. He like, what the fuck?
Right.
Cause he's a dad. Like,
He be like, what do you
they out here.
What do
They
you
are
mean
out
you
here.
got to take him to the
I
doctor
can-
every doctor
No, for
appointment?
real. Listen, she know we'd be talking about stuff. She might say something about Lil Reggie. I'll be like, not even trying to be funny, just on some real, like, so did his daddy come and go? She'd be like, stop playing. I'll be like, I really wasn't. Like,
I be ready to jump smack
I
the
be
shit out
like-
of die. Like, nigga, you
no,
been
for
around
real,
his
like,
you been around his whole life.
which,
you gonna ask me
which
that
I
shit
know,
every
but
time?
still, I be like, I don't
Maybe
get
he
it. Like,
changed.
yeah, that's what I be saying.
He
Like,
got older.
I be
They
having to give them benefit of the
That's
doubt.
what
What
you
I
be
say?
waiting for one day for me to be like, Reggie, but
Right. That's why they do me the same way. I be telling them, like, listen, I ain't saying I'm super that
I'm
with
not-
that.
right,
I'm
but
saying, like, that's
I'm
just
hands-on, for
normal
sure.
shit for me. Like, like my daughter just called me. No bullshit, man. My daughter had a game yesterday at International. First hoop game. She literally waited till
The day of, the hour of.
fuck yeah. The game was at 5:30. She called me at 3:30. Dad, I need some shoes for the game.
Why I knew you was gonna say that?
No, for real. No, for real.
Not
And
the
I'm like,
shoe.
why the fuck didn't you tell me this?
No, for real.
Days before, a week before, you knew you had a game coming, you knew it was gonna hoop. So I went up, and I'm like, if I buy you some shoes, they might not fit and shit like that. I'm trying to match the international colors. You know how hard it is.
Yeah, yeah.
To match
Right,
this
right,
fucking
right.
burgundy
That
shit.
burgundy, yeah.
And I'm going to stores, I get it to her. But it was just me. That was just natural. Like, if I could do it, I'm going to go do it.
Yeah, that's
My
You
dad would have been
also-
like, yo, mama knew you needed these
Yeah.
That's me.
shoes and they ain't called.
I'm talking all that shit and still gonna go get them. That's me. I'd be like,
That's
what
why.
the
That's why
fuck?
when we first started doing this show and we was going through how life was, we was trying to record, and one day Rob said, "Well, I make sacrifices. I record." He was like, "I had my daughter. I took her back to her mama." Me and Courtney looking at
We
him
is
like,
the mama.
"We is the mama, nigga." So
you
we
can do
got
your
nobody-
shit.
We like,
No, for real.
Got nobody
talking
to take
about-
our kids to.
Yeah, like-
how you could just be like, oh, I got shit to do. I'm taking you back home. I
it
can't
ain't
do
none of that
One
shit.
thing, listen, like, certain shit do traumatize the other kids. So, like, if my kids call need me to, or ask them, can they come with me? It's hard for me to say no, because I've been that kid.
Yeah, right.
I've been that kid. I be hating when I'm late picking them. Like, I was late picking up Dawn from after school activity, right? So they say pick up at 6:30, but 6:30, but it's like 6:15. Like, they want you to start coming. Like, 6:30 is really just leeway.
Last minute,
yeah.
right.
Man, I pulled up and she was just sitting there, like, she wasn't sad or nothing. It was just, as a parent, just sitting there like, I said, oh, I ain't doing that shit no more. For real, that fucks with me.
No,
you can call me soft or
would never
whatever.
be the last
Hell
person
no.
to hear.
No,
Especially, it make you feel better when it's another little kid.
yeah, when it's on, when they talking to somebody, when it's just them and they like this.
Oh my God, I'm
You feel like
cracking
an
up.
ain't shit ass
You
parent.
feel like you ain't did shit, even though you was 1 minute late. You like, hell no.
Listen,
Like you the last, like ain't no other
Ain't
kids
no, you
like me?
you mean to
the
tell me you the
last
last kid? We ain't doing that no more,
Hell
baby.
no.
I'm sorry. You want some McDonald's?
No,
What you
listen.
want? You hungry? I swear to God,
just-
you hungry?
I just told Reggie this morning, like, I said, y'all got a game Monday? I don't miss a fucking game. You hear me? Daddy ain't been to one of them, Lord Jesus. But anyway, football, basketball, I done been back to back. I ain't missed not one. So he finna play a team that they gonna blow out, right? So this morning I said, y'all play Monday? He said, yeah. I said, who y'all play? He said, Atherton. I said, oh man, I ain't coming. That nigga said, you ain't coming? I was like,
Yeah.
man,
You know
I'll
you
be
coming.
there, bro.
Hell yeah.
But it's finna be 100 to zip. Like, damn. Why
We
I
don't
gotta
give no fuck.
Here I come.
We don't
That's
give a fuck.
okay.
Because I'm going to tell
It
you.
fucks with-
Listen,
I
listen,
never came
listen.
to
I ain't
none
missing
of
no
them.
motherfucking
Guess what?
game. I don't
I'm
give a
glad you
fuck.
said that. Remember when I told you I jumped off the porch? This is why I stopped playing sports. When you look into that crowd, ain't nobody there.
No support.
And I ain't putting it on my mom because, like I said, my mom has 6 kids.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Plus my oldest brother with his situation. So, like, but damn, ain't nobody at my game. My daddy and no cousin,
Right.
no auntie, no. Fuck this
When
shit.
I started playing
Right.
basketball,
Which I should have used it as my motivation, but
Yeah.
that shit
my
fuck this
sister
shit.
and her husband.
Because who cheering for me?
Right. That's what I told him, though. I said, nigga, you
Who
ain't
fuck
never.
cheering for me?
But at
Everybody else
first-
cheering for number 2 and number 3.
Okay,
Who cheering
wait,
for number
listen.
7?
No, at
Wait,
first I
'cause
thought not having nobody in there was good for me because I get nervous when people watch me play or whatever like that.
I get better.
But every game, like nobody.
Yeah.
else.
No,
Okay.
okay.
Hold on, let me say
I
something
got a
real quick.
question, too, and I don't want to
this is a
forget
different
it.
one. This is the, I never knew Courtney hooped.
Yeah, she
I
did.
played. Basically, it was like kind of like, okay, Misty good at playing hoop. You might as well hoop. That was that.
That's how I normally be.
And let me
You got a partner or something, you do a sport, you do it too,
but
though, for real.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't forget what I was gonna say to you, so I'm finna say to you, but I will tell you this. When we did like start for real parting ways, when she gave up with basketball and I was still playing, it was like, that was like a heartbreaking time when we was younger, because it was like, she'd be like, I'm finna go such as where you at? And I'd be like, I gotta go to practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Or she'd be like, bitch, we can. Or I'd be like, come to the Y. She'd be like, bitch, I don't want to sit up there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got expelled for 180 days from being there. I couldn't play at no school.
Right.
That was heartbreaking.
That was the end of my career.
Right, type shit.
Okay, but what I wanted to ask you was, okay, as a single mother though, because I did, like, I'm telling you, I don't talk bad about my son. Right. Even to now, like, my son 13 finna be 14 though. So it's more like he will be like, man, he ain't finna buy these shoes. And I'm be like, nigga, you knew that. You know what I'm saying? But he's 14 now.
Yeah.
But like, I had to have that talk with him. Like, you have to say something to him eventually, because you in this car looking like, damn, my daddy don't never come to the game. You feel me? And fuck that. That nigga don't never come to this motherfucking game and he ain't doing nothing. I can't help but the bad. It ain't no way to easily say this, because you ain't doing shit.
Right.
If I could be like, he was at work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to have that talk with my son just recently. Like, nigga, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna be there no matter what. If ain't nobody there, yo, mama gonna slide. Because he was sad. Like, my dad don't never come to the game.
I forgot to mention this too when I said I waited till I was 24 to actually have that conversation with my dad. So what happened was, because you just remind me of about your son's age. So what happened was, me and my brother was fortunate enough to be driving at like 12, 13 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My step pops, who married my dad, my little, who stepped up, he came in around the same age, like we was like 2 or something. He fixed cars, junk cars. Like, he always had like cars, like selling. So we was fortunate enough to start driving young. So from like, once we started driving, I used to just go over to my daddy's house. So for them, like, so it was a build up. Like, I used to, every time I got the car, I would just go over. You know what I'm saying? Even, I had little females or something on deck, but I going over his house. You know what I'm saying? This nigga going, and I always tell him this to this day, like, you named me Junior. That was the worst thing you could have did, because nigga, you finna fuck with me. Like,
right, no matter what.
Yeah, you finna fuck with me. You gon' for
so
you coulda.
Is it that just longing that you just want your daddy? Like, even though, like, like, he don't fuck with me, you still, like, I'm going.
It's just a daddy,
house.
yeah, because like, because when you do kick it with your dad, like,
it be the shit.
It be the shit. It be a fun.
It's a different vibe.
It's a father-son vibe. He talking shit, you laughing at his little corny jokes and shit. He telling you, yeah, son, back in the day, I had bitches that Central, Beecher, Northwest, just talking shit. You be like,
soaking up game.
Cool like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then soaking up game. He showing you some shit you didn't know. Like, so it was just that. So from like 13, 14 of me, just every time I got the car, just going over his house, that's when it started getting stronger. Then once I hopped off the porch and got into the streets, I already knew he was on drugs. So I was just like, Dad, just get your dough for me, man. And then once I got, but like I said, this still before the actual conversation. This just being around him, building him. And then, like I said, once I got 24, that's when I was like, it's time. You know what I'm saying? So it was about 10 years went by, and I was like.
So was it any resentment or hate type shit? Or was it still that love? Like,
no, because I feel like once we.
No, not after y'all had that conversation, like you said, when you was able to drive and go over there, it was just all love. It wasn't
not for me. Like I used to be by myself a lot, because like I said, it took a minute for Chris to come around. You know what I'm saying? Once I found out I was a junior, once you realize, you know what I'm saying, okay, you named that your daddy a junior, I was always locked in with him, whether he was there or not. Like, I gotta fuck with this nigga. Like, I need to know where some of my traits come from. Like, I need to, I can't just be around women all the time. Like, that was just me. Like, it just had to be in you. So that's why I said once I started driving, even if he wasn't there, that's how I had got close with, tight with his wife, my stepmom and my sister and shit, because sometimes he won't be there and I won't just leave. I'll just kick it with them. Yeah, because I'm at his house.
Yeah,
like,
no,
just
you
being at
do that.
House.
I did that too. I drove to Donnelly every motherfucking day. Mom, I'm going to Donnelly. I'll be back. I'm going over there. Nigga, you sell dope, teach me.
Yeah, teach
I don't know. Yeah, when I started fucking with my daddy, I started fucking with him hard. I was over there. You finna sew that dog lip up? What happened? He got a fight? Okay,
back
show
in
me
my
how to sew
hustling
it
days.
up.
Matter of fact, my daddy the one put me on the pharmaceutical. He cut it to me like this.
They called it Laminel.
No, we ain't even talking about the name. When I say pharmaceutical, I'm just talking about lean pills, all that. Like, I was just straight dope boy. And like, this is one of the things I learned from my daddy. Like, he was like, son, I know you hustling and getting some money and shit, but I'm finna show you another way to get some money. And that's how I got into having, all the purpose shit we used to have in the JBs with the pictures and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like shit I was learning from him as that. But like I said, once I got 24, then I was like, okay, enough with the bullshit. I'm a grind. That's how I cut into it. I'm like, I'm grown now. I feel like I waited. What's up? What was you know what I'm saying? I know you was on drugs, but, and then I felt like he was more uncomfortable than I was.
Right, because it's kind of like embarrassing.
Yeah, because he wasn't even ready for it. It was
like,
just like,
damn.
we were just sitting there chilling, smoking blunt, sipping some lean. I'm like, Dad, I want to talk to you.
He knew the conversation could arrive, but he didn't know when it was going to hit.
Yeah,
right.
Hit.
And I don't think he was expecting it, but I'm glad it happened the way it was. It was just me and him. And then like after that, like, cause like from, like I said, from like 13, 14 up to 24, I was already building my own relationship. I don't know what he was doing, but I know he kind of felt it like, damn, my son coming over here every day. So it's probably making him love me more anyway. So, and then once we built that relationship, this was right before I went to prison. Like we was tight. So that's why when I went to prison and I was talking to Mom, I said, Dad, Mom, just tell Dad I'm just going, and that's been my address since then. I got locked up 24, 25, something like that. I'm 41 now, and that's been my address since then. I done had 3-4 houses since then. My meals still go over there. You know
that's funny, man, because my shit still go to my grandparents.
Why is that? Like,
that's like the safe zone.
Niggas
like
don't handle business. That's why.
I did it on purpose.
No, I did that shit on purpose. Yeah, it's safer. It is safer. Like,
Man, I'm cracking up.
No, for real.
It
like,
is, though. You know I know.
Yeah.
Shit.
Man, my shit still say my grandparents
Listen,
to this day.
If it wasn't for me trying to get food stamps, I use my
right. And listen, and don't get me wrong, at my address, like, I still got, like, you know,
stuff. Not the important stuff.
Yeah, but my stuff.
If you lose your social security card, where it's going? To your daddy.
Yeah.
I just feel like having this conversation with y'all and knowing that I'm like a single parent trying to raise a boy, it doesn't make me feel safer or
right. Not at all.
But it's definitely like, because I thought like like he's gonna have to heal from some shit because he just was raised for me.
No, but everybody's situation is different. Yeah, everybody's situation is different. Like what worked for me was me going over there. But like I told you, Chris was still resentful. Even when we got older, like it took for me to just be like, bro, this a big bro call. And I'm like, bro, like I know the way you feel. I know what Dad took us through, but that's our only daddy, bro. Like get a nigga a chance and just stop being so mean and harsh to him and shit like that. And one thing I can say about my brother, if I ever make a call like that, like big bro, and I always say that this a big bro, he listened to me. I love my little brother. Shout out to Slick 50. And that's what got them. And then he, you know, went over there and he started building his own little bond with him. But like I said, I started young. So by the time I got to my 20s and we actually had that conversation, it was natural. And then once I lived with him, it was on. Like, this nigga is crazy. This nigga is super. Like, my daddy is really super cool.
He is definitely lit. I love Don Daddy.
You staying with your grandparents? Did you have a relationship with your daddy?
Listen, my shit, and you know, man, OG, man, it's funny. It's the funniest shit because that's when I listen to him. My eyes was different, but it's funny. My pops, everybody know my uncle. So I always hear a story about what your Uncle Juice do. Your Uncle Juice did this.
Legend.
I'm like, it'd be funny because I'm like, he 5 years under my pops. My pops was one that first started doing it. My pops just got to doing drugs. You know what I'm saying? That shit back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s,
that's
what it was. It was either you was the dealer or the user. Yep.
That shit started off as a recreational, like
show did, like how we did.
Yeah, that it wasn't how we see like we had the conversation where you see the after effects 20, 30 years of that shit. When that shit hit the scene, it was you hit.
I just told my daddy that they make a lot of movies about how crack made a lot of money for motherfuckers, but they don't never really focus on how it fucked up people's lives and it fucked up
some of them
future.
Do. Some of them do. They touch on it a little bit,
but they never solely about
it's never
that.
The movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to like that shit fucked up.
I'm gonna tell you what came close.
Every fucking thing.
I'm gonna tell you what came close to it, and it wasn't no movie. Even though it's still about the money, but what came close to it was The Wire.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I still ain't watched The Wire.
You have to watch it.
I gotta watch it as an adult.
Yeah, you have to watch it because
I'm gonna tell you how. Because it's like 8 seasons of that shit.
Yeah.
You go from like it goes from like this generation of motherfuckers to this generation. Then you see the kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why it shows you, and that's why I get to. So like my pops, like he was in and out of prison, so he used to come home, and he'd come home. Of course, he'd parole to my granddaddy in the crib, but it would be like I would talk to him, but it's like if I gotta go do something, I run it through my granddaddy first.
Absolutely.
Okay,
and then
that's the guardian parental. Yeah,
he got the moving around and all that type of shit. It was just like as I got older, again my grandparents didn't talk bad about neither one of my parents.
Absolutely.
So it was just like when I got older, like he said, when I got the drive, I started going around my mom's, just popping up. She got killed, but you know I was. going around mom, just having them conversations.
Y'all
like,
just try to see what's up.
Why you with him?
Yeah, why you know what I'm saying?
Like, what's the deal?
I ain't get to finish all my conversations out with my mom because he got killed when I was 17. But that's where I was leading to because now I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Pops. And as I got older, I got to talk to Pops more. We talked about sports all the time, but like life shit, we didn't have no conversations. But as I got older, I started having them with him.
Yeah.
So I started understanding, so this is why you and moms didn't work out for this and this and this and that. And that's how I go. Like, that's how it was. Like I said, going back what he said, y'all single mothers. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's never gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, one size fit all.
Yeah.
But I say this to everybody, we can wrap it up because we getting to the time. Yeah. This for anybody, man. If you take anything, because this is gonna be a two-parter. The second part of this right here, man, if you don't have a relationship with one of your parents, try to have it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what I know. Me and my pops is way cooler now than I was at 15, 14 and shit like that. Way cooler. And it's like what he just said, hearing his perspective on stuff in the back in the day and life and shit like that, laughing about it, soaking up some game and shit here from there. You don't understand. People mature at different levels.
Sure do. Yeah.
Different ages, different situations. Get that shit back with your parent, man, because sometimes you might, as a kid, you might have to do more work than your parent is with making a relationship work. So fucking what?
So
if I told your ass it was $1 million in a barrel of a tub of shit, would you go through that shit and get that $1 million? Hell yeah. That's how you have to look at your relationship with your parents. You might have to put the extra work in to make it work, but once you get it to going, you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have done it sooner. So that's how I begin people. That's how I had to do with my pops. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We got to it, and it's like, now it's like we have great conversations. I talk to them about we have real life.
You got to break that barrier because both of y'all got was it pride and like other type of shit? Like, I'm the dad, you should be trying to reach out to me. And it's like, when I'm the kid, you should be trying. You left me.
You had me. Nah.
So
see, when I got older, that shit left.
Yeah.
When I got older, fuck all that waiting on you to do it.
That's how I am.
Now
I'm coming up there.
I ain't got to wait for you to come
Listen,
get me.
that's what, and that was one of my biggest pets. Like I said, once I started driving, it was like, I got something for. Then when I used to go over his house and see how this nigga was living, I'm like, he got me fucked up.
No, for sure.
No, hell no.
Hell yeah.
Hell no. Chris, listen, you missing this shit.
Okay.
Hell no. He got me fucked. This how you living, nigga, and you, all right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You
all right.
definitely do.
I'll be back tomorrow, for real.
Y'all cook every day.
Man, what y'all, okay.
So we gonna wrap it up, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. This
I appreciate the invite, for sure.
The best. We ain't ever went this long. That's how good the conversation stuff.
We haven't. I did peep that out.
Yeah, so whenever you want to come back, bro, you come back.
Yeah.
Where can we find you at on your social media?
So anybody that's been here these couple hours riding it out with us the whole conversation, first and foremost, I want to say I appreciate y'all listening. Second off, y'all can find me on any social media at Domanyce. Domanyce is the correct way to spell it because y'all be fucking my name up. But
Domanyce.
Listen,
I hate when people say Domanyce.
Domanyce. Look, from TikTok to Twitter to Snapchat to Instagram, Facebook, any social media that's out right now, if it's popping, just type in at Domanyce, and that's where you can find me at. I appreciate it, y'all.
Ow.
Where we get you at, Just Misty?
Y'all already know y'all can find me on all social media platforms at Just Misty. That's JUS_MYSTIE.
What about you?
For that good content.
My million.
Here we go. Get y'all pens.
Courtney Dixon on Facebook, Courtney Milan on IG, Courtney Dixon 10 on TikTok, KORTNEE on Snapchat.
And you catch Bobby Frost Media on all social medias. Oh, you know, I forgot. We got to do it quick because we got to wrap it up. What you vibing to, man? What you been listening to right now?
What's in my car right now? Raw Wave. I've been vibing to some Raw Wave.
Okay.
What about you, Mr.?
Pink Friday 2 just dropped, so I just had to see what Nicki been about, and I ain't made it through the CD yet, but that's what I've been listening to.
What about you, Courtney?
I've listened to, on the way here, Thug Motivation. I had needed some
Thug ass Courtney, man.
I needed that, like, a man voice in my ear. Like, I needed some motivation. Like,
I get it.
Not 101.
I've been on the Bay Area last week, heavy as hell, man. Selly Sales going down. I've been listening to Too Short, E40. I just had this week, I've been listening to the Bay Area.
Okay.
Oh, but listen, that's what I was vibing. But I'm going to tell you what I really been listening to a lot of, and shout out to them. It's like Babyface E and Skilla Baby from Detroit.
All right. I got a question. They
get me in a different type of mode when I need that.
How old is Skilla Baby? Somebody tell him to call me. I got a crush on him. Something serious right now.
Because you rocking with us, P. Come let him know where to find you at, what you got going on.
Oh yeah, and before I let P speak real quick, and just so I won't confuse nobody, if y'all see that Dom Joyner, that is me too. Like, so You be like,
Look at the dance.
if I chopped in Domanyce and pop up Dom Jordan, it's the same thing as everything else.
Y'all can find me at R&B Thursday each and every Thursday.
Yes,
flat
sir.
Flat out.
Presidential P, all platforms. Jaquan Nelson, Facebook. They know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vets, we turning up R&B Thursday every Thursday, $2 Tuesday every Tuesday. Yeah.
Mr. $2 Tuesday and R&B Thursday up in here, man.
That's right.
And they shit at the Vets.
The Vets.
The one and only Vets.